Welcome back to the IE427 garage, everybody. Today I've got a kind of big announcement for our channel anyway, and for the shop. I got a package in the mail the other day, and it's in this brown tube right here. So let me grab that, and we'll lay it out on the table while we're working on some fat mat, and we'll see what's in there. All right, so out of the tube, and you can see we've got a nice, fresh, new banner from Forte's Parts Connection. So I started a conversation with Mike a couple of weeks ago, right around Thanksgiving, I think, about the two of us going into kind of a limited partnership. And we discussed a couple of things, and this is where we're going to start. So I may have told this story before. I don't know that I've told it on YouTube before. But years ago, my buddy Cannonball Paul Mastroianni, and I wanted to go kind of into business for ourselves on what was then the FF Cobra forum, since become the FF Cars forum. So we refer to that as the old forum, and the new forum is the Factory 5 forum.com. So Factory 5 owns the Factory 5 forum.com. Somebody else owns the FF Cars forum. So you guys didn't need to know that, but that's that. We wanted to become vendors there, and so I put a thread up on the forum and said, Paul and I were looking to become vendors, and we were going to offer these products. And let's just say it was met with some resistance. This is a small cottage industry, and many of the vendors at that time didn't want to share. Their comments were, we have people that do that. We don't need another vendor, stuff to that extent. And the sad thing is just a few months later, Cannonball Paul passed away. And at that time, Paul was doing all of my machine work. So I didn't have a fallback, and I wasn't going to rush to a new machinist and pay through the nose in order to get stuff machined. And so I kind of let it lie for the time being. Now at that time, I was already building cars, and I was busy enough. That's kind of the way I looked at it. But that day, however many years ago, two vendors reached out to me through private message and email. And one of those was Mike Forte at Forte's Parts Connection. And Mike offered, he says, if you've got these products, you can sell them through me. Basically he would take the orders, we would direct ship them, and then he would give us, the difference between what he charged and what we wanted for the part. It seemed fair. And we thought about it. But in the end, like I said, time was short. Paul only had a few months to live at that time. We didn't know that. And after Paul passed, it was kind of tough for a while. So fast forward, I became a forum vendor on the Factory 5 forum.com. And I've been a vendor there for many years, just building cars and then kind of selling some of my products that I've been selling all along, like the drop trunk box and, you know, some of that stuff. But I was just selling it to people who kind of found out that I built one for one of their friends, and I didn't advertise this stuff. I didn't have, you know, an active Facebook page where I was posting, you know, pictures of our products all the time. And so most of it really changed when I became more involved in social media, and we started selling more products. And then of course, Dan stepped in and started doing my machine work, and kind of the rest is history. What we're going to do for the time being, and this is the discussion that Mike and I had, is that I'm not going to mention any other vendors. I may use their products because they're products that you know, the customers bought for their particular build, but I'm not going to go out of my way to tell you where they're from. It's going to be up to you. I'm not gonna stop saying, you know, this is the part we use to support the top of the radiator, or this is what we use to do this part over here. But I'm not going to mention, you know, the vendor that actually sells that product. It's going to be up to you to find out who it is, and you can buy that product from them, and that's fine. Those vendors are not recommending me for anything, and so therefore I'm not going to recommend them. It's just kind of the way it is. From this point forward, for every Forte's product that we install in a car, whether it's his throttle linkage, whether it's his Cobra pedal pads, whether it's one of his Blueprint engines, regardless of what it is, a clutch cable, I'm going to make sure that I mention that that came from Mike Forte. Now, I'm not getting any money from this, so this is not a true sponsorship. But what we're going to do for the time being is, I'd like all of you, when you buy something from Mike, to mention to him that you saw his product on IE427 Garage. And then Mike will know that that revenue stream is coming to him because of us. And then hopefully Mike will see that we're providing a valuable service to him by mentioning his products on our page and our channels, and he and I can broaden our sponsorship, if you want to call it that. So that's what we're doing going forward. Mike generously sent the banner after I said, you know, this is what I'm thinking about doing. It arrived here last week. I did mention it on Facebook. I posted something on Facebook about it, so you can go back and look at that. But I was real cryptic about it. I didn't want to discuss what we had entered into. So here's the banner up on the wall. You can see we have a nice prominent spot for that. So each and every time that I'm working on a car, you're going to see that banner, and Mike's going to get his company name mentioned. So I think that's a good place to start for now. Now, if you are a vendor of Factory 5 products or Speed products or whatever, and you want mention on our channel, reach out to me and we'll talk and we'll discuss a similar type of situation or a full sponsorship. But as I said, I'm not going to mention by name vendors and suppliers who do not sponsor the channel. And to me, at this point, it just seems fair. I've been doing that for free for the last 2.5 years here on YouTube. And I've been doing it on Facebook for far longer. So my feeling is it's time for all of you to pay up and pay for the free revenue that you've been getting because of the mentions on our channel. Now I'm interested in what you guys think. You know, put your input down in the comments. Let me know. And as always, if you're enjoying the content here, please do the like, the share, the subscribe, all that kind of stuff. We'll see you next time. Have a great day.